The Hippodrome is where you go to race. And even though I did a video like this before, a couple of people want a couple of tips to know exactly how they can get to first place in all the races. I'm Dark Shadow YouTube Assassin. Let's get into this. So first we're going to do the basics. You hold down the right trigger, or R2 on PS4, in order to get your horses going. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're kind of like on the inside where I am, and when you go drifting, when you hit the square or the X button, you're able to drift with ease. Now, I know it stinks. I'm in fourth. The last race I came in first. And you want to get as close to first as possible each race. You want to avoid stuff in the road. You want to make sure that you drift and kind of block out everybody else. And then you kind of want to speed up every once in a while. You can see I'm behind a couple of horses here. And as I'm behind them, I'm able to draft a little bit better. I'm gaining energy. Here I go, passing. Get to block out a couple of people and just go. Now you stay on this well-trodden path. And that's how you actually gain a little extra stamina, or completely gain your stamina. We want to, again, avoid stuff. I like to stay on the inside track. That way, whenever I do that, I drift around the corner. I'm able to really, really get ahead of them. I don't want to use all my stamina immediately, but I do want to build it up little by little. And again, here we go, drifting again. Make sure nobody's around you. You want to stay on the inside. You want to basically stay on this path pretty much. You don't want to use all your stamina, and you don't want to really waste your time fighting these guys off either, because that's how you wreck your chariot, and you don't want to do that. Now, I might not make first place here, which stinks. Wow, I went dead last here. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done this, but oh wow. We just trampled that guy. So, where am I? Let's see. As far as the tournament standings, I'm still in second because I came in first there. You want to do a best of 3, and in your best of 3, you always want to make sure, again, that you come out on top. Now, if I could get in first here, I'll definitely take this cup. And as you go through the races, it gets progressively harder and harder. So again, here we go. We're off. I really don't want to be completely in this like mess here. Here we go, drift. A couple of guys will get out of the way. Stay on the well-trodden path. Don't use all the stamina. When you get behind somebody, your bar turns blue. That means that you're basically doing pretty good. Yeah, that guy... Maybe I'll ram him into the thing there. Go around. Accelerate when you go around. Man, it's been a while since I've done this. Okay, here we go. We're going to accelerate a little bit. Going to get a little bit ahead of the group. And then we're going to drift. We drifted the wrong way. We got a bunch of those horses. That really caught it. That really bought us some, messed up some time there. So we're going to get behind again. Here we go. We're going to try to avoid that there. Get on the inside. Drift. Sometimes you'll knock away a couple of guys, and sometimes you'll even be able to get ahead of them, honestly. Okay, so here we go again. Going around the corner. There we go. We drift. Accelerate a bit. Don't use all our stamina. Let that stamina build up. Make sure nobody's getting ahead. Don't really want to fight with everybody. Drift again. Accelerate. Yeah, we'll bump that guy out of the way. So that way he doesn't mess with us. And there we go. First place again. And I've got the points, 3 out of 3. I think I'm pretty solid here. Yep, 10 points in total. So I won this cup and I unlocked the next one. Only 300 drachma. That's crap. But anyway, like as you go along, you will unlock more stuff. Now that I've unlocked Nike's Winged Victory, I could go to Ramses' Divine Justice. I could go to this one, the Cursus Magnus, and then Darius's Great Battle. This is all you need to do. You really need to concentrate on that. You got to remember that your R2 button or your right trigger are what you need in order to accelerate. Okay? When you're behind somebody, you want to get dead on their butt so that way you're able to hold the X button and you lose some stamina, but you're really, really accelerating behind them. And you're doing like really well at that point because you're moving a little bit faster because it's kind of like you're drafting. Kind of like physics for like real vehicles almost. But these are horses actually. So again, when you get behind somebody, you're going to hold on to the X button or the A button on the Xbox One. Then the other thing that you're going to want to do is once you go around the corner, you get close to a corner, you want to stay on the inside and you want to kind of drift around. You want to hold the square on PS4 or the X on the Xbox One. And that way you're able to drift around. So here, let's try this again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to win this race. Again, it's been a long time since I did this, but a lot of you guys have been asking, being that some people are actually picking up Origins now. Some people are just getting back into Assassin's Creed. Some people, they decided, hey, you know what? I've never played this before. Let me get into it. So that's why we're doing this. All right. It does get harder as you go along, as you move further and further into these races. I'll accelerate now when he says race. Accelerate a little bit. Make sure that you got a clear field. Look at this. There's plenty of stuff to crash on. Don't worry if somebody gets ahead of you right away. Now I'm hitting the X to kind of accelerate. Oh, we're going left now. Okay, so we have to drift this way. All right, I got to keep that in mind. Watch out for all these pots and stuff like that. It'll wreck your chariot. Now that I know that this one is going the other way, I'm going to have to get a little bit ahead. Here we go. You see the blue bar? I'm drafting. There we go. Let them take a lot of the damage.
And there's the C1.
Doing so terribly right now. Here we go. Okay, we'll accelerate a little bit. See if we can't box them out. Nope. Can't box nobody out right now. Doing some damage to my chariot as well. Those guys, let them fight each other. They'll take each other out. Don't mess with each other. Okay, we'll accelerate a little bit here, being that they're busy beating each other up.
One more lap.
Nope.
This race was won for the
Don't think I'm going to make this. I might have to do this all over from the beginning. I think what really messed me up was that the confusion as to like which way you're supposed to go. And I hit another jar. That's not good. Yep, I'm dead last in this one. Even if I actually make it through here, I'm still going to be in 6th place. My horses are tired. They don't have anything. I got to finish the race before time runs out. That's great.
Celebrate the speed
Nope.
and cunning of the victor.
Okay, so that was not ideal. That was the worst thing. So, you know, I'm not going to get discouraged because honestly, the worst that could happen is that you start over again. You do this whole race again, just this one race. And that's fine. The thing is that now that I know which way it goes, I can actually get around to where I need to be. I now know exactly which direction they're going. I know which direction I have to go. Okay, there we go. I'm going to start it up. I'm going to start accelerating a little bit because now I know which way I'm supposed to go. These guys are all getting out of my way. There we go, racing a little bit, and we're going to drift. Okay, I think they all hit a bunch of pots and stuff like that. Wow, I'm in 6th again. Okay. Got to get on this well-trodden path because that's how you accelerate there. Go around. You know, try to box him in, but that didn't work.
The C1 completes another lap.
Okay, we want to get behind these guys. We want to kind of accelerate a little bit.
The C1 is going the wrong way.
And we definitely don't want to do that. We definitely don't want to, like, hit the wall there. So I'm a little too close to that wall. We'll accelerate a bit. Yeah, I got to get used to this cornering here.
This race will be talked about for years to come by those who witnessed it.
I did pretty good in the first race. See, these guys are all beating each other up. Let them beat each other up. You don't have to worry about that. Somebody's throwing all kinds of, like, arrows and stuff in there. There goes one guy. He just lost his whole rig. So I'm definitely not going to win this race. I might have to play this whole race over again.
The race is over.
Yep. No, so I definitely failed that. But then again, like I said, I was going the wrong way. I was heading towards the right at the beginning. Let's see if I have a chance to recover. I highly doubt it.
3, 2, 1. The winner of the race takes the most points.
All right, so there we go. You get close and you could, like, kind of ram them, kind of get them out of your way, which is useful a little bit. Didn't want to hit that, but I hit it anyway. I really don't want to get involved in any of these fights here because they will just make mincemeat out of me.
That's another lap completed.
I was doing all right. I was in 3rd, got to 5th. I got to get used to the layout of the whole map here. I actually got this trophy, which was pretty wild, but it took a lot of practice. Once you actually figured out what was where, you got to take those turns and then, you know, like, break out of it as soon as possible and try to accelerate so that you get out of the turn. As you go further in the races, you're going to see more and more of this stuff. So here we go. Hit this and then immediately accelerate so that way you kind of break out of the turn, but you don't want to be around any of these guys. You want them to, like, kill each other there. That guy just going to keep going. It does get hard. It's not easy, but you definitely, like I said, here we go. Go around the corner. See, I did it too late. That's what you got to avoid. And I'm letting my horses get tired a little too quickly. There goes another guy. So it stinks that I'm only coming in 4th by these guys killing each other. Now you could give these guys a bump here and there. Alright, that guy looks like he's in trouble. There we go, around the corner there. Break out of it there. That was a lot better. Came in 3rd. There's no way that I won this race at all. Oh, I at least completed the event. I had no money at all. Okay, so I'll try it one more time. We'll see what happens. Now that I know which way I'm supposed to be going. The whole key to this is not to get frustrated. Don't get all agitated. Don't like get scared. Don't, you know, like, I know it's kind of like freaky because you're all like worried, you know, like you want to get to the end, you want to win, but at the same time, just don't do anything crazy. Don't go and, you know, get ahead of yourself or worry about anything. Here we go. So now I just took the lead. So they're all going to be on top of me. We'll accelerate a little bit. And I will take this turn. Break out of it without hitting all those pots. I messed up. Okay, not bad that this guy is like in front of me. Because I have a chance to box him out once I get to the corner here.
The C1 completes another lap.
Alright, there we go. Got my energy back. We're going to go around. Start drifting. Break out of the drift. Going too far. Staying in first and second, though, that's ideal. Being behind this guy and drifting so that way you get all kinds of stuff, that's ideal. Getting rammed by these guys, that is not ideal. You don't want that because look at that. I just got mushed right out of the way. Got mushed right to 5th place. Totally lost it there. And now I'm all in this cluster and look at this guy. That guy's going to go down. Yeah, let them kill each other. Let them do their thing.
The winner has vanquished all
Okay, so
other races.
third is better. It's not ideal. It's a lot better than what we were doing. So that means that pretty soon I should actually be doing like a lot better. I don't think that I'll be at a very high tier unless I get to second place at least once or twice, or even first place. But it's much better than what we were doing. So let's see how we do in the second race this time.
Three, two, one, begin!
So we want to get in there. Don't want to get all messed up in that cluster though. That's the worst thing. Like what I just did, because you saw I got mushed out of the way. Take this corner. Ah, I took it too far. And I'm letting this guy ram me. Oh, look at this. That's not good. When this happens, you're going to have to jam on the X or the A button so that you can climb back into your chariot. That is not ideal. Well, you get the basic idea. That's basically what you've got to do. Like I said, try to stay as close path where you see all the hooves and everything. And then you also want to make sure that you accelerate at the right moments. Slow it down here so that way you could drift without hitting all those jars or anything like that. I'm still hitting jars. I'm so rusty with this. Accelerate, get behind those guys. You'll see that white line turn blue. When that white line turns blue, that means that you could accelerate like a little bit quicker. You'll catch up to them. It'll increase faster. And we want to just get there as fast as possible. You also want to like avoid being in the cluster. Let them battle each other out. You see them beating each other up. Let them, they'll kill each other and you'll be out on top. All right? Make those corners nice and tight. Make sure that you like accelerate at the right times. Don't accelerate going around the corner. That is not going to work for you. If you try to accelerate going around the corner, you're only going to fail. You're only going to crash. Try to make it, see how tight that was? That's the way to do it. See, but I got back to 6th, which sucks. Anyway, that's all there is to that. really, really, practice makes perfect, and you should be able to get this eventually. You should be able to do it. I did it, really didn't practice a lot. I practiced like a little bit, and immediately, like, I got it. Like, I think my second try, I got all the way to the end. So there's something to aim for. Just make sure that you're very careful. Don't get nervous. Don't rush it. Don't go crazy. Just do what you can, and you'll be able to get in there. All right? Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until the next one, take care.